Trauma viewers noticed something very odd about Dan Bowker. This is ridiculous. Trauma viewers were left scratching their heads during the second installment of the ITV show as they spotted something very odd about Dan Bowker. Those tuning into Tuesday's installment of the three-part ITV drama watched on as Dan, played by Jon Simm, continued with his revenge mission to expose surgeon Jon Allerton, Adrian Lesster, as incompetent. Jon failed to save the life of Dan's 15-year-old son after a fatal stabbing in the first episode, and the latter has been unable to forgive the senior surgeon. And in last night's episode, Dan booked an appointment with Jon's wife Lisa Allerton, Rowena King, who is a high-flying psychiatrist, to talk about his loss. During the one-on-one session, the grieving further lied about son Alex's, Albie Marber, death and withheld details of the stabbing, instead claiming he had died of cancer. He told Lisa, "I've been trying to find someone to blame." Dan explained that he believes the doctor in charge was to blame for Alex's death, and Lisa, who was unaware that he was talking about her husband, encouraged him to do so if it helped. But as Dan opened up to Lisa about his son, viewers questioned how he was able to afford the expensive private session despite recently being made redundant. Furthermore, they were left baffled as to how he was able to book the appointment at such short notice. Taking to Twitter to comment on the scene, one viewer wrote, "They defo haven't thought about the storyline enough, mind. It's so unrealistic, and then he hasn't got the money to his name but sees a psychiatrist # trauma, me head's battered. So they don't have a penny to rub together, but he can afford to pay privately to go to a specific psychiatrist. Lot of pish # trauma," another shared. The third continued, "He's working in a coffee shop but can get a private psychiatrist tapped in a matter of days, just one unrealistic item after another # trauma. With that kinda waiting time, I'm guessing the psychiatrist isn't NHS # trauma," someone else wrote. Ahead of tonight's concluding episode, many fans believe that Dan will stab Jon's daughter Alana, Jadenka, in a shock revenge twist. Fans of the drama speculated that Dan will stab Alana in the same place that his son Alex was hit to see if she will be saved and work out if his own offspring could have been spared death. Dan was seen turning up at the Allertons' home in the closing moment of last night's installment after packing a knife in his bag. Will he really harm Alana?